Games are coming thick and fast for Liverpool, and maybe now, after 9 matches, Liverpool finally kicked into gear. The Reds came out victorious against champions Manchester City in a 1-0 win, which saw Mohamed Salah come up with the goods and score the only goal of the match. There is a lot to unpack from Sunday's match, as it's seen Jurgen Klopp get sent off, and of course Diogo Jota be stretched off of the park with an injury. In today's video, we'll provide you with an update of just how long Jota will be out for, and we will also go over the 5 things we learned from Liverpool 1, Manchester City 0. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we get into today's video, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. The start to the season for Liverpool has been anything but consistent, but one thing that has been consistent is the club picking up injuries. Liverpool have been hit with injuries to key players all season long, with the current state of play being Luis Diaz, Arthur Melo, Naby Keita, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain all out on the sidelines. However, towards the end of Sunday's game, Diogo Jota was stretchered off, and early reports are suggesting that the player will join Luis Diaz in being absent until after the World Cup. This, of course, is a huge blow considering Luis Diaz is already out, which means Roberto Firmino, Mohamed Salah, and Darwin Núñez will be the only options up top for Liverpool. Now the negative news has been dealt with, let's go over the 5 things we learned from the match between Liverpool and Manchester City. Salah's moment of genius. Since the African Cup of Nations, things haven't really been the same for Mo Salah in front of goal for Liverpool. He broke a record in the Champions League on Wednesday night against Rangers for the quickest Champions League hat-trick ever, which many hoped was a sign that he refound his mojo. After yesterday's performance, I think we can now confirm that he has found a spark again. Salah was superb against City, looking up for the battle immediately and running Pep's defence ragged with his pace and power. He came agonisingly close to breaking the deadlock earlier in the second half, only for Ederson to deny him. There was no denying a second time after a sensational pass from Alisson. Salah took it down beautifully, turning João Cancelo out and going on to slot past the City goalkeeper as Anfield went berserk. Now with Jota out, it is important that we keep Salah hitting the target in front of goal. Milner silences critics again. Social media was flooded with Liverpool fans fearing the worst when they saw James Milner would be starting at right back against an informed Phil Foden. The versatile 36-year-old has proven to be a crucial part of Liverpool's success over the past few years, but there are still sections of the home supporters who fear he can be exploited against better teams. However, Milner put in a brilliant shift to keep Foden quiet for most of the match and frustrating the City attackers. It is not the first time Milner has stepped up for Liverpool when they needed him, and it almost certainly will not be the last. Robertsons' importance. Kostas Tsimikas has shown glimpses of his ability to step in for Andy Robertson, but the Greek international has been guilty of numerous defensive errors in recent weeks. Jurgen Klopp was given a huge boost for the game against Manchester City that Robertson was deemed fit enough to start, and his influence was clear to see from the off. Regularly a danger going forward, Robertson was equally calm and collected at the back and kept João Cancelo quiet for the opening 45 minutes. Liverpool conceded 3 goals in each league game Robertson missed, but they look a far more compact unit with him back in the side. Virgil van Dijk back to his best. It is fair to say that Van Dijk hasn't had the best start to the 2022-2023 season and has been well short of what we expect from him. The Dutchman faced his toughest test so far this season, with a super informed Erling Haaland his personal opponent. Van Dijk though passed with flying colours and was back to his old dominant self, winning headers, pressing boldly, bringing calm to the back line and holding it together in the dying minutes. He was colossus throughout the match, and on this evidence I think people talking of Van Dijk's demise may be an exaggeration. VAR Anger. Anthony Taylor was always going to have some tough decisions to make in this game, and both managers felt aggrieved at different points in the match. But the biggest talking point came on the 53rd minute when he disallowed Foden's goal after Erling Haaland was adjudged to have fouled Fabinho in the process. VAR sent the match official over to the pitchside monitor, with Taylor eventually ruling a foul, much to the dismay of Guardiola and City supporters. It appeared to be the right decision in the end, but that moment sparked the match into life, with the noise around Anfield immediately going up a few decibels. Another major talking point in the game was the fact that Jurgen Klopp got sent off following his reaction to the referee's failure to award a foul against Bernardo Silva or Mo Salah. Klopp after the game admitted that he had no complaints about the decision, admitting he went over the top. He said, "Red card was my fault. I went over the top in the moment, and I don't think I was disrespectful to anybody, but when you look back at the pictures, I know myself for 55 years, and the way I look in these moments is already worth a red card. Who cares what I say? I lost it in that moment, and that's not okay. But I would like to mention, how can you not whistle for that foul? How on earth is that not possible? I wish you can get an explanation." In terms of my personal thoughts on the game, apart from the 9-0 win against Bournemouth, I believe this was Liverpool's best performance and hopefully is a step in the right direction. Liverpool only have 5 Premier League games left until the World Cup and must pick up 15 points and really get themselves up the table. The performance against City is evidence that Liverpool can do it, and as I said, this must continue against West Ham on Wednesday night. In other news, we have another update with regards to summer signing Calvin Ramsey and his fitness. Ramsey is yet to make an appearance for the club after signing in the summer from Aberdeen in a £6.5 million deal. This was due to a back injury of which was discovered on the first day of pre-season, which limited his involvement. It was reported a little while ago that the player had returned back to training, but Klopp has insisted it may take a little time before he features with the first team, as he hinted the player was going through a mini pre-season. He said, "Calvin is not ready to play, but I am over the moon he can train now. He needs training. There will be a moment he plays in the under-21 so he can get a game." In my personal opinion, I believe Ramsey's first appearance will be against League One side Derby County in the EFL Cup at the start of November, as surely then he'll be up to speed. Liverpool fans, what did you make of Jota getting injured, and what are your thoughts on Liverpool's win over Manchester City on Sunday evening? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We have also released our Jurgen Klopp LFC t-shirts. They're now available on our website. Just go down into the link in the description or go to copyclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.